welcoming Elijah, who was late and sweaty.
What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm always sweaty, man.
Okay, so we're currently talking about healthy relationships.
Slap your girl.
That's not.
We're not there yet.
No, we're not there yet.
We on this one.
No, it's healthy because you slap your girl.
What?
Come on. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to the Birds and the Bees. My name is Ashley Neal.
I'm Alex Riley.
Jason Bryant.
Our lovely guest star today.
Sure.
And this is our lovely episode 2, where we will be discussing how to keep our sex life and relationship spicy. So I think it's easy to say that, you know, we are the pro experts of what it is to be in a relationship, you know, just solely because of the fact that we're all in relationships. Can you give us a little insight of your relationship, you know, how y'all met and, you know, little insides, scoops and stuff?
This is gonna be really awkward. Me and him been friends for a minute, and he was dating one of my friends.
Ooh. And
then they broke up. But this like when we was freshmen, and then when we was juniors, he hit my line on Lipsy. So
Lipsy.
And then we started talking, and then we hung out, and then we like accidentally started liking each other, and then yeah.
How do you accidentally like each other?
Because like we went there as friends, and then like we spent the entirety of spring break together, and like on Wednesday, like he kissed me, and I was like, oh. I was like, hold on, like,
This
because
ain't
now I got
right.
my feelings, like, but yeah.
But you liked it.
Yeah, I liked it, because like I initiated it. But it
Obviously
wasn't
enough to be with him for how long now?
11 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it felt like 2 days ago.
Right? But that, I feel like when something feels like it's only been a short amount of time, like if
Time
that's,
flies when you're having fun.
yeah, and you never realize it. Okay, so you, mister. So you've been in a relationship for how many years did you say?
Oh, too.
2? Oh, wow. So, how exactly did that kind of get started? You know, we want to know the full deeds.
That's a lot. It's full of details. I mean, so basically, I don't know. It just happened by accident. I accidentally liked somebody's tweet, Ashley, and you know, she slid up in my phone. We already had prior connections. We knew each other and had a little history. So it was
A little.
I don't think she agreed.
Pause. Okay, so backtrack, rewind. Let's take it back now. Little history is obscene to call it. I bagged him. Essentially.
Yeah, sure.
Essentially, I bagged him.
I guess so.
And I was a smooth criminal, and I got up in them digits, got up in them phones, and I told him like, I'm feeling you. You look good. And I invited him to my 17th birthday party, and he came, of course. And then after that, we spent literally maybe every day in the month of July together from Monday to Friday, and like for 5 hours was just at the park, just real life vibing, like nothing too extreme, but it definitely started the basis of what our relationship is today. And if it wasn't for that time we spent face to face in each other's, personal,
It wouldn't be here.
we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, we learned a lot about each other. We just got to know each other. Just chilling and feeling her vibe. Felt a connection. We went from there.
And we've been talking to each other consistently for 2 years in April, but officially we'll have been together for 2 years in July. So
Yes, sir.
that's pretty big. I don't want to brag right here.
365 times 2.
All right, that was so corny. Anyway, so I think what comes with, being in a relationship is knowing how to maintain a healthy one.
Yeah.
And I think people of course people have their own definitions of what it means to be in a healthy relationship. But you guys can agree to disagree or just to agree with me. I personally think the key components of maintaining a healthy relationship, for me at least, is communication, respect, and trust. If you don't have communication, open communication, how can you trust the person that you're with? And without trust, how can I respect you as an individual? So at least for me, those are the things that I feel, keep the relationship afloat. You feel any differently towards that?
I mean, I wouldn't say those exact words. I think communication definitely, because like if I feel like I can't talk to you, then like what's the point?
Yeah.
I could be with somebody else.
Yeah.
And I also think like chemistry, because if I can have all those things with a friend.
Yeah.
And like honesty, because like if you're honest, then I could trust you.
Yeah.
And then, because I can't, the lying thing,
Yeah.
not for it.
Nah, I'm not with the lying thing either. Because to me, lying, you might as well be cheating on me if you lie to me.
That's a stretch, but
That's only a stretch because of the fact that I don't lie. So whatever. Anyway, you can feel however you feel, but yeah, whatever. But we actually have 10 truths to keep your relationship healthy that our lovely Alex will be reading, and we'll see if we disagree with what is said.
So, number 1, successful relationships take work.
Okay, yeah,
They
definitely.
got me there. 2, you can only change yourself and not your partner. I think that's really important to keep in mind. Like, you
Yeah.
can't try to raise nobody.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're their parent.
You're nobody's parent. Like, you have to be willing to understand that people learn and grow at their own pace. And at the end of the day, you can help them become a better person, but you can't force them to be who you want them to be. They have to do it on their own. So it's about focusing on you and then allowing that to kind of guide the relationship in the path where it needs to be.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, all arguments stem from our own fear of pain. Okay, ask me next time.
Okay.
Like, I felt really,
You felt attacked?
I felt really attacked.
I
Like,
mean, but that makes sense though. Like, we argue about the things that we're afraid of. Like, for instance, if I'm always yelling at you about talking to other girls, that means I'm insecure about you leaving me and possibly pursuing that next person because that person may be better than what I'm giving you. You know?
understand that men and women are very different.
I don't really like that one.
I
Why
don't,
not?
because, like, what if I'm with a girl
Yeah.
and I'm still going to argue with her because we're the same?
I don't understand that one essentially because of the fact that, like, different in what way? Because we have different genitalias? Like, what? That doesn't make sense.
Yes, but reactions. We talk about this all the time. You'll react to something way different than I react to.
But is that because you're a man and I'm a woman, or is that
'Cause
because
I know-
we're two different people?
Like, I know, like, a lot of men would, like, react the same way that I react to certain situations. So I don't think it's because, like, I think, if anything, it should be, like, people are all different. Because, for example, like, Trey would be like, okay, what the girls got to do with me?
Yeah, because he's gay and doesn't like girls. So he's in a relationship with a man, and essentially in a relationship dynamic, one person is going to be more, I don't want to say masculine, but more dominant than the other person. So that within itself kind of changes the dynamics of the relationship. So it's not about gender. Essentially, it's about just who that person is and what they believe.
And it's more like personality types, too,
yeah.
instead of...
Yeah, because like we'll argue about something, but yet we'll feel the exact same way about something, but still argue about it because one of us wants to prove the other wrong.
Yeah.
But we basically believe the same thing in the sense. So it's like that's
Okay, honor each other in some way every day.
Can you read that rest of that? I just wonder.
Every morning you have the opportunity to make your relationship sweeter and deeper by recommitting to your mate. Feeling respected and cherished by the one you love makes life much nicer.
Honor each other in some way.
I mean, I guess.
Being grateful.
So saying thank you every day.
Not every day, but just reassuring that
You're happy
good.
to be
Yeah,
there.
you're happy. Yeah, making them feel wanted inside the relationship. You're honoring them. I'm grateful that you're here with me. That you're
Like,
doing
thank
this
you
with
So
me.
then, what would be a situation where you're dishonoring them?
Where you're being disrespectful. Where you're
Or, like, when you're
acting like
being
you don't care.
unappreciative.
Yeah, you're acting like you don't care about being in a relationship. That's how I feel.
I'm trying to process it because I'm just trying to.
Okay, so like, say like you two, like every morning he'll be like, "Oh, thank you so much for being with me.
Mhm.
You're a great girlfriend.
Mhm.
I really appreciate you being in my life." Like something like it don't gotta be like that deep, but like something like that every day. Like it could be as
Yeah.
simple as saying like, "I love you" before you leave. Like
Mhm.
anger is a waste of time.
Hello, you know, I just want to say this. I'm a very angry and aggressive person. Yes, I am.
Retweet. Come on. Continue. I agree.
And I think it is so hard to not get angry at your significant other. Like, how do you expect me to just be okay with you not telling me where you're going when you know I need to know where you're going?
Chill out.
But I mean, I wouldn't say like anger is a waste of time though, because I feel like relationships that don't fight and don't get angry, it's like something's not being said. Like the true
Yeah.
color's not there.
Yeah.
Like when my ex used to, like I would be like, "Oh, I don't want to argue because I'm really like non-confrontational."
You just say that?
Yeah, because like I really was until she fucked my shit up. Anyway, so she was like, "Nah, we gotta argue. Like I'm gonna make you mad so I can really see how you truly feel about this relationship."
Wait. She was doing things to make you mad?
Yeah, so we could argue because I would really avoid it at all
I mean, I
costs.
push your buttons on purpose.
But pushing someone's buttons isn't I'm gonna make you mad because you don't get mad. Like you push my buttons because you're an like it's not because of the fact that I don't open up to you. You know what I mean? Like we are very open in communication and how we feel. You know that I tell you every day. If I feel some type of way about what you're doing, I'm gonna tell you, and vice versa. But in the sense of what she's talking about is she was doing to make her angry, and it's like that's not cool.
I just feel like, I mean,
Disagreements
why
are
that's dead.
essential. I feel like.
yeah, I just feel like
disagreements are
you have to have like some kind of conflict so you guys can work together to resolve
Yeah,
it.
you gotta
Yeah.
go through something.
Because you
to
can't
get better.
just, it can't
You
just be
just-
the honeymoon
yeah.
phase all the time, because then it's like, okay, but
It's
we don't
gonna
know if our
have
relationship can take the
Because
weight.
I
Yeah, 'cause
couldn't-
once it get rocky, that's what it's about. It ain't about when it's good. It's about when things get rocky and when
Yeah.
it's tough and when y'all not seeing eye to eye. If y'all could work through that and get back to that, and,
Yeah.
you know, understand each other's opinions and voice those
Yeah.
opinions and work on that.
Yeah, and seeing if you'll fold under pressure.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah, 'cause-
but I feel like what the person who wrote this article is more or less saying that, you know, built up anger and suppressed anger is not necessary. I feel like he means that if you guys have a disagreement and there is an argument, that it's better to resolve the argument than to just hold that anger in and being mad at the person for the entirety of your relationship. You know what I mean? Because that's like that's messed up when you're holding something against a person because of something they did 3 years ago. You know what I
That's
mean? I think that's what he means. Okay, go ahead, continue.
Get regular tune-ups. So, like, go to couples workshops and talk to a counselor or read a relationship to book together.
I feel like that's more so for people who are married.
I mean, it's like, I don't want to be that person, but it's like, you don't gotta fix something that's not broken, you know? And it's like, maybe, like, the couples things together, but, like, a counselor, because then it's like, they're gonna start pointing out things that you didn't even notice.
Yeah, but maybe it doesn't have to be a counselor. You know, maybe it could just be sitting down and talking with somebody that y'all both know and just letting them hear both of your opinions and just having a mediator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it could just, y'all could work on each other. It doesn't have to be a disagreement. It doesn't have to be an argument. Just work on each other, hear each other's opinions, and then have somebody in the middle that could tell, you know what, maybe this person is right and maybe you should listen a little bit more, or vice versa. That's how I think it. That's what they're trying to say.
Yeah, because I feel like therapy just in general is essential for people, just because at the end of the day everybody has problems. Therapists have therapists, you know, and it's not good to hold feelings in that you know could destroy you in the long run. So when you're in a relationship with a person and you guys are two separate people, there is no way that you're not going to bump heads. And so that therapist who knows so much information, like literally went to school to help people in need, to help people who are in a crisis where they might be thinking about getting a divorce or might have went through, you know, cheating and trials and tribulations with their couple, that it'll help them kind of resurface and get back to where their relationship started off instead of just letting it fall apart. Because I think that's what the problem is. And I'm going to say, especially in the black community, is that we fear therapy because we don't want anybody to tell us that there's something wrong with us. And we don't want people to tell us that, you know, we need help. Like, you need help. You need help with your relationship because we think that we can fix everything, and that's just not, that's not realistic. It's not realistic at all. All right, next. Next.
Find a way to become and stay best friends.
You know, I think that is key. Your partner should be your best friend before they are your boyfriend or girlfriend. I feel like you will go a long way realizing that this person is more than just a person who is supposed to give you sexual obligations and, you know, treat you like a princess. It's about that 50-50 thing, and I feel like 50-50 comes better when you realize that you guys are friends before the relationship is established. But I know there are a lot of people who don't take the time out to be friends.
I mean, me. I definitely talked to him for like 2 days and we started going out.
Seriously? Okay.
Right.
Like, we started talking on Friday, we started going out on Wednesday.
But
Like,
but did y'all during y'all relationship, are y'all building up as friends? Are y'all becoming closer? Are y'all getting to know each other?
like, he's definitely like my best friend. Like, I tell him everything, and I feel like even if you don't go into it as best friends, you need to find a way to like be their best friend, because at the end of the day, it's not always gonna be about, oh, let's make out, let's do this stuff together. Like, it's gonna be like, yo, like, can you crack a joke and I'm gonna get it? Oh, like, can I tell you my problems and I can confide in you? And it's like, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, you're gonna have your separate best friend,
Yeah.
but it's like, I don't want a separate best friend.
See,
I
like,
want that person to be my best friend.
Because this is the person I essentially see myself being with for the rest of my life. Like, I've been through series of best friends.
That's what I'm saying.
And none of them have worked out the way that our best friendship has. And that's just because of the fact that we allowed ourselves to get so comfortable with one another, you know, within our relationship and outside of our relationship. Because I feel like, although we didn't establish the relationship of us being best friends back in 2015 when we first started talking, but like us getting to know each other at that point and dealing with each other from 2015 to 2016 was us becoming friends. And then that title of best friend kind of happened once we got into a relationship and I started coming to you with my problems and I started to, like Alex said, confide in you and seek information out from you, because I feel like people think that you can't. A lot of people think you can't be best friends with the person that you're with.
I don't
That's a
think that
fact.
makes sense.
I mean, listen, I'd rather you talk to me about anything than you going out to talk to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it.
Yeah.
Because then you that's a problem within itself. You talking to other people, then your business is out.
Yeah.
You talk to me, we best friends, just talk it out.
Yeah. I know a lot of people who really just don't know how to talk to their partner because they haven't established that friendship before actually being in a relationship.
And last point on this, but I think like you don't have to go in as best friends, because like when you like try to date your best friend, like there's always that, oh, this is gonna ruin our friendship. But I think you guys should at least be like cool, be friends.
Lies and damnation.
God damn it.
I'm trying to date your best friend. Catching us late.
Turn that off.
How old are you, man? I always wanted to walk into a place while I'll be on live. Like, I'm on this set. This is me being cool walking on set.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right, number
try
9.
that. You try that.
Be responsible for your own happiness.
Very true.
That's facts.
Yeah.
You cannot rely on another person to make you happy, because you will be miserable for the rest of your life.
And then they'll end up resenting you. And then you'll resent them because you didn't make me happy. That's not my plan.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
not my job.
you can. There's nothing wrong with aiming to keep. There's nothing wrong with aiming to keep your woman or man happy and satisfied.
But they have to be
that
happy.
shouldn't be your only resource.
They have to
of
be happy
happiness.
within themselves.
Exactly.
I get if the person's down. Like, I'm there to pick you up if
Yeah.
you're down. But if you're always down,
What
then
the
you're
hell
just
am I
laying
about
on
to
the
do?
floor. I could just walk over you and go to the next positive girl. And then also, I feel like I believe in the transference of energy. So if you're down all the time, now I'm down. Now I don't have the energy to. Now I'm sad. Like, I feel like I'm a very happy person. So if you're always down there and I come and I'm sad,
Yeah.
people gonna be like, yo, Eli, what's wrong?
Yeah.
It's out of character. And then they're gonna, also the people around you are gonna know it's her.
Yeah.
Because if your people know you If
They
people,
know, yep.
yeah, it's like you never like this. Oh, you with that new girl. You need the sad girl with the hair down and the messed up eyebrows. Yeah.
All right. Why she gotta have messed
And
up
the wig
eyebrows?
Because her eyebrows just they sad. Yeah, she got
Well,
the sad weave. the
I
sad
always
fit.
say this, and I always put this on all my social medias. You are never going to be able to love someone fully if you cannot fully love yourself. And that's going to be another topic we end up talking about and going further in depth with later in this season. But self-love, I just want to say, is very important. And if you cannot look in the mirror and be happy with what's in front of the mirror, or at least happy with what you have and aim to become a better person, then you trying to seek that out in another person just is never going to work.
That's
and
all.
you're going to be miserable.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, and last but not least, give what you want to get.
Yeah.
I don't want.
All right. Not in that
What you
sense.
want to be
Meaning,
sexually
if you want respect, you give respect.
Yeah.
If you want a person to trust you, you need to be trustworthy. You can't expect a person to go hands and knees for you when you only putting your fingertips in the water. Like that's unrealistic. You cannot think that you can go into a relationship and give 10-90.
Can I interject? If there's a conversation about that though, I think if you can, because my grandmother does a lot for my grandfather, like a lot. Like she take him to where he wants to go, she cooks his meal, blah 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 blah, and he watches TV and like he's old school Haitian, so that's kind of like how it goes. But I feel like that's because they have that. They like this.
But I feel like
Yeah,
it's
that's
that.
old school
But that's
style, though.
old school. Like
No,
I don't
I'm-
feel like that's something that they.
But-
Oh no, but I'm
I
just saying
think-
like the same motto. Like you just have the conversation with
Station.
some, like if the other person's okay with like I'm used to cleaning and cooking and taking care of my man, and he's like, oh I like to be taken care of, then you get it.
I don't
I think
we
it's
mean
just
in
like
that
you have
aspect.
you have to have an understanding of like your needs as a partner
You
and stuff. I think you just need to,
I'm looking at him.
I think you just need to have your understanding of what your partner needs and what your needs are as a partner. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I did this for you, so you gotta do
this
for me.
Yeah, no.
I think it's just like, okay, well, I like to be understood, so I'm gonna be more understanding, so I can get that out of this.
Yeah. But like I interpreted that in a way of more so of the intangible things. Like if you're telling me that you want to if we've established that there are certain things that we're gonna do within this relationship, like communicate. Like you can't expect me to communicate if you're not willing to communicate with me.
It depends. I talk about how you try to communicate. I don't know. There's certain people like there's different ways of communication. Like me and my girl. Like one thing I love about her, she won't talk to me about it at first. I need to compose my thoughts. All right, cool. But I know that about her. Opposed to like me, like there's some people who want immediate comfort. Where her is just like, nah, I need to get back to my own. I need to bring myself back there. Then I'm able to take on what you can help. But once again, it's like I said, it's all about communication. It's all about making sure, like I think a big thing about this, you need to know yourself.
Yeah.
You can't be half-assed with you and then try to figure it out with some other person, because either you're not going to be happy with what you find out, you're going to have to conform to what they got going on, or you're like just playing catch up. And literally, I hate like when I'm in situations and I have to figure out like how I feel,
Yeah.
because like it's just like, oh, okay, I need to take this step back. Oh, you feel mad? No, I just don't know how
I
to
feel
feel
it.
about this,
Yeah.
because it's never happened. And that's a good thing I think about being alone, being single for a long time, or just dating around. You get put in all these crazy predicaments, so you can just be like, okay, I have a stake in that, I have values in that, I don't really care about that, blah, 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 blah. Like, there's certain things I don't, you gotta know you. And I feel like a lot of people who just like, I don't want to be alone, I want to be with someone, but it's like, do you know you? Have you, I would say date you. Like, there was like a stint.
It is dating you. You're dating yourself.
Yeah, like I know who I am. I know who I am fully through, and maybe 30 is gonna be a different part of me, and like I have to grow with that. But for now, this guy knows who he is.
Yeah.
So I don't have to sit and worry about, oh, I don't mess with that, or I don't feel about that. I don't like that, or I like that, and if I don't like that, I'm gonna tell you. And if I like that, we vibe it.
I feel like we go through changes every day within ourselves that it's hard to know who we are, who we're going to be tomorrow. Because we could wake up one day and be a completely different person. Not essentially like, oh my gosh, now I'm Britney Spears. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just
I'm gonna wake up
things.
and be Britney Spears.
There are things
You're gonna wake up
that.
bald. Remember that?
That's 2004 Britney Spears.
That was
though.
crotch. That was not, because I was in high school. That was crotch shots and bald head.
All right, and I mean, like for us at least, like I feel like, we allow ours. When you're talking about, communication and how you communicate with the girl, I'm the type of person where I know how I feel. Like, that's how in tune of who I am and my emotions. Like, how good, I don't know how to explain it. Like, that was good, right? I'm so in tune with who I am and my emotions that it's not hard for me to communicate that to him immediately. You know what I mean? Like, and not immediately in the sense of...
Immediately.
It is. It is very immediate. But I will say that we communicate so well that if there is miscommunication or if there is, an issue where we didn't see eye to eye or there was something that we were missing, which is the reason why we're arguing, we're able to get back on track because of how well we communicate.
Communication.
And I think also it comes down to like knowing your partner. Like you have
Exactly.
to know how they are as a person, because if you don't know them like that, you're expecting things that they might not be able to do.
Yeah.
Like
You
for
want people to
example,
script that they don't know the script.
Yeah.
like for example, my boyfriend, he's really artistic, but he's like a really big procrastinator, and I'm not really like that. So it's like if I didn't know him and I would expect him to get something done like immediately, I would automatically get upset. But that's because I didn't take the time to know, oh, that's just how he is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. First of all, I feel like the couch is bringing out the truth. I miss the couch.
I miss the couch,
yeah.
too.
I feel as though.
this
One episode
But that's I know, but the episode was different.
yeah.
Different dynamic.
I feel like because it brings you together, because like everyone's kind of segmenting their own thing. But this is like
Yeah.
true. I don't know. Like I always get weird. Like it always makes me. I look at relationships where it's like I don't get why would he do that. I was like, that's your man. It's like I never understand how you just be like I don't get why my man don't get that. It's like y'all been together for how long? You still don't get his train of thought.
Yeah, I feel like.
And it's just like, oh, because you guys don't either listen to each other or you haven't really taken time to disclose. Like, you should, Basil need, like, there's times where, like, my girlfriend's like, you're not going to talk to her? Oh, no, she needs time.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm her man. I've been dealing with her on this intimate level. So have you guys, but it's in a different level. I know she needs time.
Yeah.
I can wait.
Like, I feel like with us, like, it'll be to a point where, like, I know what he's thinking. Like, scarily. Like, I will say what is in his brain, and he'll be like, yo, I was dead ass just thinking
Same.
that.
Yeah,
Like, and it's
that
crazy
happens.
because it's like,
Or it's like,
you know how they like people say the twin thing that people have, or like twins.
I feel like
can
that's like a
physically feel the
relationship
same.
thing.
That ass, like if you are in tune and connected with your partner the way you should be, and are conducting and maintaining a healthy relationship, there is no reason for you guys not to be on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
No
if
reason.
you guys don't know nothing about you, I just assume you guys are messing around with other people.
Yeah.
it don't have to be like just communication. Like it's just simple observances. Like if you're around your partner all the time, like you're gonna notice certain things about them.
Exactly.
And it reveals a lot about their
the
character.
way they move, the way their tone,
the way they talk around certain people, the way they
Yeah.
walk, like
everything.
Yeah.
So now my next question that I want to ask is, how important do you think sex then comes into being in a healthy relationship? Do you think sex is vital to being in a healthy relationship, or is just like
Not
that
every
plus?
relationship. It depends
It's
on if
different
you're
for
two.
everybody.
Yeah,
It's different for everybody.
If you have two people who genuinely don't care about sex and they about getting money, maybe working out is like their thing. Like working out can be their sex.
Yeah.
My teacher talks about her and her husband bike ride, and it's like that's their
Oh,
thing.
that's cool.
Yeah, so I think it depends on your values. Like if you're both highly sexual, then yeah, that's important. But it's to the person.
I mean, but college kids, yeah.
I mean, it don't gotta be this college shit. So don't be.
I mean, I think it just depends
In
on
a
like the
relationship,
type
though?
of people.
Because some people been getting bad D their whole life or bad B their whole
And they're
life.
like, yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
not even with
good.
that. Like,
Until they get someone who
Some
blow
of
it back out, and then it's like, oh, I'm in love.
I feel like sex can be important, but I feel like some people take it way out of context. Like people, like that'll be the make it or break it if you are going to be in a relationship with someone. Like for some people.
I think that's when one person is really into the sex and the other person really isn't into sex.
I think if anything, it's like more like the intimacy level is like more important rather than like the actual physical thing of sex. Like when you were saying like other people have like different forms of sex, like if me and my boyfriend, if I could skate, like he would probably be like, oh, let's go skating, and like that would be it because that's like an intimate thing. Like that's something he thoroughly enjoys, something I enjoy. So I think it's not really like we gotta be born in, but it's like we have to share that level of intimacy, enjoying something together.
I have a friend who said that, I actually don't put her out like that, but she says like her man doesn't like, he's not that interested in here. She was like, it's not only the sexual part of it. It was like sometimes she's not feeling her best, and when your man grabs your cheeks and licks your neck and like, yeah,
you feel good.
it make you feel good. Like that's what made me kind of want to chill out with a bunch of like having like different women. My girl soups my head up like that.
Yeah.
Soups my. I dress nice. Damn, where you going? And it's just like women think guys don't like it.
You covered up like, oh my god.
Yeah, like women think men don't
Let's stop
want to
boyfriend
hear
shit.
that, but when you hear that, bro, when you hear that, don't you feel like a little bit? It's
Nah, that's a fact.
yeah, like to think
I gotta
that.
get my head gassed up too.
Yeah, like women think like, oh well, you don't need your head gas up. Like, why not? Like, you have emotions.
Yeah,
You like to feel nice. I like to feel
and
nice.
I think I had said this on one of my social media pages. I was like, women need to learn that they are not the only people who men need compliments as well. Ladies, if you're listening to this, men need compliments as well. A man, if you're in a relationship with a man, he is not supposed to just he of course can gas you up and make you feel beautiful, but make him feel like a beautiful
that energy,
being
that energy
too.
gotta come back
Because
around.
because once y'all have sex and y'all both is feeling good about y'all sex, both gas each other up, it's the best sex you'll ever have.
You be sitting like,
Also, just know what you won't compliment, another girl will.
Huh. All right, so now, let's now get into the second part of our show, spicing.
Slap your girl.
Stop!
I
Stop!
just got into
Oh,
it.
no, my
I've been slapping her to this day. To this
You
day.
do not slap her.
Yes, I do.
Stop
Yes,
saying
that's
that.
not
We
even
do
a
not
joke.
condone
Not
that.
not angrily, but like I just got into it in like the central part, and it's cool.
Like when you have sex.
Yeah,
In the face?
yeah. Someone got me into it like
You said
like a year ago.
Like, oh my god, shit. God.
When you in the heat of the moment, they don't even realize.
What?
I think I'm a real.
I'm gonna realize that I just got slapped in the face.
First, I'm a.
So what do you guys do to keep your sex lives, a little spicy so that your partner's like, oh well, I'm not gonna get anything better than this.
I don't think
You
it's not-
slapping.
I don't think it's anything about not getting better. It's I want to show my value, show my worth, because I do have value and worth in the sexual realm. I flirt like in front of people, like not openly, but it's like you shoot your girl a look like when I'm
You saw that?
yeah,
I
like,
gotta zoom into that.
yeah,
look.
like when I'm especially when I'm drinking and it's just like forget all these people. It's just me and her in the room. It's just in mine. It's me and her. And it's just like she
Damn.
don't even know. And like she'll see it because it's a very devious laugh, and she's just like she's trying to figure it out, and then I'm just like, then I bite my lips, and she's like, oh, he about to have me walking with a
With a limp.
Like-
With a hip limp.
yeah. So it's like
You about to working them crutches like.
yeah, small touches.
Oh yeah.
Like
I
just-
think PDA is essential, and people get so creeped out when they. Now there's a limit.
Don't
I don't
be
want to
Don't be
see.
making out in the
I don't
middle.
want
Oh,
to see
that
you
shit is
making
so
out,
gross.
tonguing down.
They're like, oh my god. Like I went to homecoming and literally in the middle of the dance floor, it was like I'm like, yo,
Ew,
relax, like calm
chill
down.
out.
I always assume for people like that, y'all can't do that at home.
I
I
feel
always
like
feel
you
like there's
just wanna-
something at home where y'all can't like either y'all kids and y'all not alone or like.
I feel like I just trying to prove something.
Something to other people,
Oh, like,
but like holding
Personally.
hands and shoot. I like
Simple
when he
things.
smacks my
grab my
butt.
cheek, yeah, son. You grab my cheek, you do a little like you pinch her a little
Whisper
bit.
in my ear, let me know what's going on when we get home. You feel me?
Lick
Like,
her ear, bite it, do grab her hair, like yeah, man, do
Simple
something.
thing.
I flash Jason in public.
No, you ain't never flashed me in public, Ashley.
You're a liar. And stuff like, and spicing up your relationship, inside the bedroom, I guess. Try new things. Don't be a
Man.
no. Stop gesturing a slap.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
choking. I personally feel like choking is better than slapping your girlfriend because
I mean, it depends on how
All right,
heavy-handed you
Eli.
are.
All right, Eli. What are you doing?
Killing
Killer her.
Like.
She did.
Look.
Wake
All right.
up.
Nah, but it's trying new things is definitely essential. I think people are so scared of going outside of their boundaries. Of course everybody has their limits, but it's about do butt stuff. Do butt stuff. There's nothing wrong with doing. Are you covering your ears?
No.
Jay, don't.
I was opening
Ain't
my
nobody
ears.
saying butt
I didn't
stuff.
say anything.
You said
I just
no,
said
it's not.
No, it's not. There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, okay. There's
Chill
nothing
out,
wrong.
bro.
There's all right, Eli. You don't need to do all that gesturing.
Oh no, that's something else. That's something else. That's something else.
Okay.
Well, me
So, like, what do
personally,
you
I
guys
keep it
do?
spicy. I just try to get better every time. That's it.
Yeah.
If I beat my last time, then I feel like I'm doing good. I can't stay the same. If I feel like I'm staying the same and I'm not getting any better, and I'm
It's all
So
about
what
progression.
happens? So do you ever feel like you'll hit a cap? Because I
have, and I feel like, damn, yo, it's something I gotta
Trying
do.
something
Yeah, I
new,
need
yeah.
to do something where I need to just.
I need
spice
to
it up.
prove myself.
Yeah, and I need to get my that's all.
I gotta get my game
There's
up.
times like I've like seen stuff on like pornos, and then I'll be like, "Hey, babe, come here for a second," and like with clothes on, and I'll be like just stand like this, and I'll just like I like legit try to like map it out in my head. She's like, "What you doing?" She's like, "I'm trying something so like if we're like in it, we can like try this."
Yeah.
And she just if your woman's like, "No, why are we doing this?" Then she
boring.
yeah.
Booty.
But if you're actually taking the effort to like trying these new things,
I like to pretend like I'm a dog or a cat.
that is a perfect look. Cause we look weird, and he's just like, nah, I already know what it is. Yeah, that ain't for y'all. I respect that, brother. I respect that. That was like, that's not for y'all. That is not for y'all. I get it.
So we looked up some things at the internet, things that you can do. So
Let me read mine
Jason's
first.
gonna read his.
Put Tabasco on her big toe.
So basically, it says here are the 10 golden rules to keep your sex life steamy. I'm gonna just read the headlines and not the details. So number 1, pause for a makeout sesh.
So
Y'all
basi-
could give y'all opinions and we can go on like that.
Like
Yes.
actually, like make out.
yeah.
Like, but where?
Maybe like pause during it.
I mean, like, no, I
Uh,
think they mean like stop what you're doing and just make out with your partner because
In the middle of sex?
All right, the first line. I'll read the
That's
first
gonna
one.
be
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you've been married 5 minutes or 15 years. Never stop making out.
I get that.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I do it. Like I'll make out with my girl and just
like
leave
when
the
you're
room.
80 years old,
Yeah.
still put your I don't know
8 years old.
80
Oh.
8 years
Oh, I'm like-
old. 80.
All right, number 2, foreplay is always play.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell
Foreplay
yeah, bro.
is essential.
You meet dudes who say they
If
don't.
y'all are going straight into sex, her coochie has. There's no way her coochie.
You
is
ever been down a you ever been on a slip and slide with no water?
Do you know how many episodes you've said that, Elijah? You said it the first episode. I think you might have said it the third episode,
Well,
and I think you might have said it the
because
last
He's
episode.
trying to
Because-
get across.
yeah,
He's
because
trying to
you
get
need
that
to-
across. Number 3 is not there, so we're on number 4. Masturbate for all time. So basically, I'll read the first sentence. Despite what you may have heard, masturbation does have a place in long-term relationships. So basically,
In front of them.
not
Better
in
train
front
it
of
to
them.
the DJ.
Maybe just, when you having a little drought. I mean, personally, when I have a little drought, that just get me a little, I get a little excited. It's not the real thing. It ain't the real.
It
It
gets you ready for the next
I'm
one.
not-
Like
wait,
you
let
happy,
me say
it
this.
make you feel like a kid
Let
again.
me
Like,
say-
you know what I'm saying?
Let me say this. Women who are in relationships with men, if you have a problem with your man watching porn, I do not want any association with you at all.
Oh, sure.
You should be happy that your man is going to watch porn other than going to and having sex with other women.
I ain't
Let him
gonna stop.
fantasize. Let him fantasize about having sex with those women. Because at the end of the day, that fake is better than some real. This number 5 is very important. So Jason, please say it loudly.
Number 5. Devote yourself.
Say it loudly.
Devote yourself to the clitoris.
Y'all be grown men. It is 2019. Y'all know what type of technology y'all have. You should be.
It's a toy.
Open
There is
a textbook and look for where the
Oh,
clitoris
the
is.
facts.
female anatomy.
It's
What?
Because y'all be like this. This be where it is. You be like,
Everywhere but there is.
See,
Not my
listen,
man.
Me personally,
not mine either.
everything I do,
But
I
if you're
like.
talking about people,
I like being the best at it. And listen, if it calls for looking things up, don't be ashamed.
No,
Like,
but you know what though?
but that's like,
Like,
real
on
facts.
some real-
Real facts. Like,
No,
like,
because you
don't-
meet women who don't look at my vagina, and it's like, well, how will I see?
How will I-
This time, I like
What?
look at it because I need to see. No,
Yeah.
like I
No,
look.
but who's told? Like, there people who told you not to.
Yeah,
do that.
like they like you've never met a girl like before and it was just
Yeah.
like doing this until like it's time to go and it's like, well, let me look at it so I can
Yeah.
see how.
I ain't
wait,
judging.
I
We
feel
already
weird.
at the end.
Like,
I ain't
I'm
judging.
here already.
I'm
like,
here.
This
yeah,
smell
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do? So number 6, check in with your partner. Boom. You was right
Communication.
on point.
Yeah.
There you go. You was right on
Communication.
point. Communication is the foundation of healthy relationships and a good sex life. Ask your partner how they're feeling about your sex life. I do that all the time.
You
Yeah.
All
cannot.
the time.
Yeah. all
Fellas,
the
I
time.
was talking about this yesterday. Fellas, don't get mad if she gives you criticism you don't like.
Yeah.
Cause I was talking to another girl, I was talking to a woman, and then she was like we were talking about, cause we had stopped messing around, she had moved on, and she was like, I miss you, blah blah blah. But then she was like, when I started messing with other people, She was like, some guy asked me, because I asked, like, how was it? Like, what can I get better on? Because if we're going to keep doing this, I want to get better.
Yeah.
And he, like, she told him, was like, well, this wasn't good, this wasn't good. F you, like, F-U-B, like, it's probably you, blah, blah, blah.
That's
Bro,
crazy.
like, listen.
Chill out.
Drop the ego. Like, if you really
Exactly.
want to get good at it, you got to take the criticism.
Take it.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't grow if you don't, like, listen.
Number 7, sext with a T, 2 to 3 times per week. So,
Yeah, I like that.
Send nudes. Don't be afraid. We're grown now. You can send nudes and not go to jail for child pornography.
I
You
don't
know.
send nudes.
I mean, I personally feel like sending nudes is more of a girl thing. That's fine. It's more of a girl thing than it is a guy thing.
Because all you
like,
can do is show you his wiener.
Yeah.
Unless you want to see his beehole and his nutsack.
No.
Hey guys, it's like a walnut still. Click, click.
All right. All right. But yeah, no, I definitely love sending nudes.
I like texting. Like sexting some nice
Yeah,
stuff,
saying
like
nasty
nudes.
stuff.
Nah. Or like, hey babe, I saw this. What do you think about this? But to flat out, like, send, nah.
try something new. It may be a little weird.
But so
Don't be
what?
afraid to try something new. There's nothing wrong with trying something new and messing up. You can't get better in life in anything you do if you don't mess up.
And
It's
also-
impossible.
Like, if you with the right person, like, the fact that you put in the effort, I'll turn them on.
Yeah, that's enough.
If they
That's
clown you,
enough
they're
right
not
there.
the one for you.
And the last one, remind your partner how sexy they are.
Facts.
All
Yeah,
things
we
we've been
kinda talked
saying.
about that earlier.
We've been
We
saying that.
literally talked about we're pros. Yo, I feel like we're good.
Where's my degree?
I feel like we just graduated relationship 101. We actually took it to the polls. I'm doing this so everybody can join in.
I'm not
took it to
doing
the
that.
polls. We took it to the polls. We took it to the polls.
Hi, everybody.
Alright.
I'm on beat.
And we asked our followers
How do you keep it spicy?
how do they keep it spicy, and how do they maintain a healthy relationship, and also what is too much? What's too far?
I like to lick my girl's feet.
Okay,
Every
here we
now
go
and then.
with feet, and this is
Every now and then I have her call me Kermit.
okay. So, question: how do you keep your sex life spicy and fun? Slap my girl is the
That's me.
Y'all
That was
know
me.
who put
That was me.
We
that.
know who said that.
Y'all know who's that.
The next one was flirt in public,
That was
and I
me
think
too.
that was you.
That's essential.
So toys, role playing, and I think that if that's what you like to do, then you do that. If one is be willing to try new things, we
Yeah, you can't
already
be
covered
boring,
that.
you
Yeah,
know?
don't be booty. Like, if this is the person you're expecting to be with for the rest of your life, can you imagine doing the same stuff every goddamn time y'all have
Yeah,
sex?
I
listen,
make
don't be
her my-
trying new things.
But don't do
random.
nothing to try to, like, hurt yourself.
Reminding the other person how sexy they are. Wow, the followers.
I think they read
I might,
this.
I think,
Yeah,
I,
'cause
I, think I
I-
might have wrote that. Actually,
Cheater.
they might have wrote that.
Because confidence breeds sexiness, and confidence comes with you being self-secure. Like, there's a lot.
Trying to top the last sexual encounter, which we also, had touched upon. Butt stuff. Someone said.
If they would it.
If they're with it. So the next one was, how do you maintain a healthy relationship?
Lie.
And being able to trust one another, but also making sure there is a reason to trust the other person. So I think that's important.
Stop dating players thinking that it's going to be all gravy
Yeah.
and get confused when they're doing player stuff.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Don't be upset when they're out here effing.
In people's DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like,
I can't believe you did that. No, we all could because that's what that person does.
And you knew that going into the
I
relationship.
just thought I can change them.
Yeah, no, you
Don't
can't
think
change
you're
anyone.
different,
We
'cause
just
you're
said
not.
it. You can't change anyone but yourself.
Say that again.
don't think you're in a different one and that he not going to play you out too.
Because
Prime example that we see today.
Gina Herbo and Ari.
Khloe
Look at you
Kardashian.
Tristan.
Tristan
Ah.
and Big Sean.
See, they're not together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when is too much when dealing with spicing up your sex life? Someone said when food gets involved.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
agree.
It depends on what kind of food though.
No,
Cause like
my girl knows if I eat, I'm done.
I further asked
Sloshing
them
my
what they
stomach.
meant, and they said like whipped cream and like
You
sauce. I'm like, what?
boring.
That's
Oh,
those
put
are
some sweet
sex
and sour,
things.
put some Polynesian sauce in your girl
Alright.
belly button.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Next. Okay.
So it's-
When is too much?
Give her that noodle.
When is too much? Too much when dealing with spicing your sex life. Someone said fire.
Yeah. You got.
Nah,
Yeah.
I've burned my girl. I've done like burning, like straight up fire. No, but like burning, like flogging, choking.
Okay.
Um,
How do you keep your sex life spicy and fun? Getting that quickie in the bathroom at the moment. Okay.
Bathroom.
Different outfits is another one. By having threesomes. I don't.
I'm
communication.
jealous.
I think that's a communication
I get
thing.
jealous.
You gotta talk to. the
Yeah, I
person.
feel like we've talked about this in a different episode last season, and I said that if it comes to we're married and we've been in a relationship and we've established that, you know,
You both have to
like
want
the
it.
spice. Yeah, I feel like if one person wants it more than the other, that's going to create a lot of goddamn.
And don't just do it because the other person wants to do it. There's a like really want it. You
Yeah.
don't have some D.
How to maintain a healthy relationship. Someone said a lot of communication. When is too much when dealing with spicing up your sex life? Someone said a third person. It may change the vibe depending on the couple. When your partner is uncomfortable, like we said, if you are willing to try new things, but that other person isn't fully committed to trying that new
Can't
thing,
do it.
don't force that on them.
You have to know boundaries.
Yeah, because you can get yourself in a predicament that you will not be able to get out of. Next is, how do you keep your sex life spicy and fun? Someone said being naughty. You have to bring your A game every time and go on live adult channel.
Oh, like film?
I'm
Do you even like go live on a porn?
I don't know. We're gonna go to
Yeah.
the next one. When it's too much, when the other person is uncomfortable. Anything I can get arrested for. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you said. And then, how do you keep your sex life, relationship spicy and fun? Have sex in places we're not supposed
Be
to.
careful.
And by not having one, is how you keep your sex life, relationship.
Somebody said.
Little violent.
Hold on, smallest, yeah, dang.
But yeah, that's our show. I feel like we definitely touched on a lot of great things, not only just how to spice up your relationship, but how to maintain that relationship before you get to that next step of, God damn it, spicing it up. Go ahead.
People, for the healthy relationship stuff, I know I came in late. It's not only like intimate relationships. If you have like a good friend,
Yeah.
your best friend, someone that you're just cool with, that's a relationship too. So like take some of those tips and just keep that with people that you're actually friendship with, because I hear people like, oh, a friendship isn't like a relationship. Yes, it is. This is a person
Everything
you
is a relationship.
Exactly.
With
This-
another person, it's a relationship.
Yeah, it's like if like I love my friends and like I hug my friends, and if they told like, and I love being with my friends and I being embraced by them. If they didn't mess with that, it would be okay because at least you told me. But there's nothing weird about it, so I just feel like don't take that as it's just like a man to a woman or a man to man, like a couple. It's just like use
In
these
general.
for your friendship because it'll grow your friendship, and a good friendship is like top tier with almost having a great like intimate relationship with your person because you have a connection with someone and you love that person.
Yeah.
Shout out to my bro Jared, love you to death, bro. Boom.
And
And
I
vibes.
think the one thing that we forgot, well, that I think is huge, is learn how to put your pride aside. There's nothing wrong with having pride, but know when you're giving a little bit too much, because sometimes it's just not worth it. It's definitely not worth losing a person that you really, really, really care about and know that your life would be affected if they were to leave
Over
you at
something
any point.
trivial.
Because you never know. You could wake up tomorrow and that person not be in your life. So
And you get another one.
yeah, well, yeah. So that's our show. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think we definitely had great conversations, and I hope you guys took something out of this. And whether if you're in a relationship or looking to be in a relationship or wherever the case may be, make sure you follow us at Birds and the Bees 1. That is Birds and the Bees 1. And we go live every time we record. We will be, today was a little bit different because we didn't have school on Monday. So, every Monday, 9:30, we will be going live on my main account, which is at @AshBashBangs. So check in and you'll see the uncut version of what we present to you. So my name is Ashley Neal.
I'm Alex Riley.
I'm Elijah Colas.
And I'm Jason Bryan.
See you next week.
Let's talk about sex, baby.